What's going on, everybody? My name is Jacob, and I'm the proud owner and founder of a Helpful Hand handyman service. And as many of you know, this channel is dedicated to DIYers that are looking for accurate reviews so they can make great quality purchases and know exactly what they're buying before they buy it. So let's dive into today's video. Alright guys, so today we're going to be talking about this guy right here, which this specific model, the drill that I have in my hand right now, is the DeWalt DCD780 20 volt max compact drill and driver, but the one that I'm going to be fact checking on the actual DeWalt website is going to be the DCD780C2, which I would imagine would just be a little bit better version than this, probably the newer model or whatever, because I bought this, I don't know, probably 3 or 4 years ago. So I will say that this is a brushed tool. This is not a brushless like the hammer drill that I spoke about on the last video. If you'd like to see that, there'll be a link somewhere on the screen, or I'll leave a link in the description. So feel free to go check that out. And so yeah, just as my overall opinion of this drill, I mean, you know, for the money, I mean, you know, you could pick this up for about $100, maybe $130 now, I think is what they're charging for it. But back when I bought this, I think it was $100, and that included the drill, 2 batteries, a charger, and I think a little carrying bag. No clip, of course. But actually, I think the new ones, let's see. Ooh, it does come with a belt clip. Nice. Hopefully you guys are aware that I love belt clips on my drills, so that's a plus. Anyway, so yeah, my overall opinion of this, it's been a great drill for me. It was, like I said, it's my first drill that I ever bought. I was just doing some small odd jobs here and there right out of high school. And so, I mean, it's a good solid drill, especially for the homeowner that's looking for a drill that, you know, when they leave it sitting, if they're using it, I don't know, once a week or, you know, once every 2 weeks or whatever, and they leave it sitting here with the battery on it, the battery's not going to drain. A lot of those cheaper drills, the battery will drain just sitting there. So DeWalt has almost no self-discharge after, I believe, 48 hours, so which is really impressive. It's not going to sit there and die. So that's really nice. I mean, you can do pretty much anything that you're going to need to do around the house with this. I mean, you're not supposed to drill in concrete, but, you know, I've seen people out there drilling in, you know, mailboxes or whatever, or installing doorbells. You know, anything that you're going to need to do as a homeowner, this is going to be pretty decent for you. It is a plastic chuck. I don't know. I don't think this is ratcheting. Oh, it does ratchet. Awesome. Yeah, so the newer ones, even this one on DeWalt's website, it says it has a ratcheting chuck that provides superior grip strength. So yeah, it is a Jacobs chuck. So for those of you who don't know, they make pretty decent stuff. I believe a lot of the newer Craftsman drills come with that. So I mean, as far as, you know, I've put this thing through some abuse. I mean, I use this, I drop it, I've dropped it from roofs before. You know, I mean, it's a really good drill. I have drilled through some pretty serious, you know, layers of studs with it. You will run the batteries dead working this thing too hard, but, you know, like I said, it's not going to die on you for your average job. As far as the torque settings, I think we spoke about this in the last video. When you reach that torque setting, it does get pretty loud. A lot of people aren't really going to mind that. I personally do. You know, that's what all the drills are going to pretty much have these days. So that's not really a huge deal. It does have 2 speed settings. You got your fast and then your slower. Your speed 1, it's going to give you more torque. And so it says on DeWalt, so in setting 1, when you're in setting 1, you go from 0 to 600 RPMs. In setting 2, you have 0 to 2000 RPMs, and this is the brushed tool. We will go over the brushless model in just a second. I do not own that model, but I do want to you know, go over that with you guys, because that is something that's going to offer you a little bit more runtime, a little bit better quality tool. But for right now, we're going to stick with this one real quick. It says ergonomic handle, delivers comfort and control, which I will say, for the power that this thing delivers, definitely, oh my gosh, definitely compared to their 18-volt line, this is really comfortable to hold, really lightweight. I don't know if it has the weight on here. I'm not seeing it. But so, I mean, if you're going to have this in your tool belt, even for, you know, a handyman starting in the business, or, I mean, I still use this drill. You know, I have some pretty heavy jobs sometimes. I still carry this with me all the time. It's really nice to just keep in your pocket or in your belt, just because it's not super heavy, especially like this hammer drill with a 5 amp hour battery. If you have these 1.5 amp hour batteries in here, they don't last as long, but it's really nice to not have a super heavy drill in your pocket all day. So that's really nice. It is a 1/2 inch. Sorry, I forgot to mention that when I was talking about the chuck. It is a 1/2 inch chuck, and so I mean that's the same thing as the hammer drill. But yeah, I mean, just as far, I mean, this does really nice. I think I mentioned in the last video when I was talking about the hammer drill, you know, the hammer drill comes with a metal chuck and has the carbide inserts for superior gripping, just like this one has a ratcheting chuck that provides superior gripping. So you don't have the carbide inserts on this drill. And I will say that I have lost a couple drills when I was really heavily drilling. I have had drill bits come out of the drill, but I mean, all you have to do is just tighten it back down. So it's really not that big of a deal. But so, I mean, just honestly for the money, even if it, you know, you go with the $130, if it's $130 for 2 batteries, a drill, a charger, and a bag, I mean, for a homeowner, what else do you need? You don't need, you know, 17 batteries with you and, you know, you just don't need all that. So for a homeowner, highly recommend this. You know, a lot of the tool companies these days are coming out with a lot of the same stuff. You know, Craftsman, like I said, has the Jacobs chuck on it. I'm not sure about Porter cable, but, you know, just as far as longevity, I really enjoy this. And, you know, a lot of those guys are still using the 18 volt models, and you know, for the size of the battery, I mean, you've seen 18 volt. I mean, their batteries are massive. So this is just compact. You know, Kobalt has their 24 volt max line. I haven't owned any of those. I haven't really gotten a chance to put my hands on those. I've heard really good things about them. If you like, I could put a link in the description on even a Kobalt tool. But yeah, as far as, you know, DeWalt goes, like I said, I'm a DeWalt fan. So, I mean, I love this drill. It was my first drill. It's still running with me. I still use it all the time, just for lighter stuff, you know, hanging shelves or whatever. I mean, I don't have to have my hammer drill with me all the time to, you know, just drill a couple holes. So yeah, let's get into the compact brushless model. So that's going to be the DCD780C2. I'll put an image on the screen. But as far as, you know, differences, this is going to be a brushless. It says its compact size, it's 7.2 or 7.52, excuse me, inches from the front to the back. And it says its lightweight design fits into tight areas, which is pretty nice. That's a pretty small drill. This one, I believe, is definitely longer. Let's see. Yeah, this one's almost 8 inches, 8 inches long. So, I mean, not half an inch shorter, but I mean, honestly, a half an inch is quite a bit when you're trying to fit into a tight space. Same thing with the grip, comfort grip. It says the LED light with a 20-second trigger, so that LED light, it'll stay on for 20 seconds. I'm not sure how long this one stays on. It didn't specify on their website. But so I think the light is still under here. We talked about last time with the hammer drill having the LED light here shining up. I really like that, but I mean, this is still light up your workspace. It's a 1/2 inch plastic ratcheting chuck, so it kind of all the same thing. It's going to be a lot of the same stuff. It's going to be a little bit shorter, and it's going to be a brushless, which will allow you to have a little bit more runtime per battery. Ooh, it says it's only 2.6 pounds. I'm just going to imagine that's without the battery, but that's pretty light for a drill. Oh, it says maximum RPMs is only 1,600. This had 2,000, so not as many RPMs. In the oh, in the package, it includes the actual drill, one charger, 2 lithium-ion batteries, which are going to be the 1.5 amp hour. That's what this is, and a bag. So I will mention, I think it's worth mentioning, that it does not come with a clip. I do not like that, but you know, you can go buy it for like $2 on eBay or whatever. So yeah, that's about the only difference between, like I said, this model and the compact brushless. It's going to be lighter. I can tell you it's going to be lighter. A little bit shorter. It doesn't have as many RPMs. This one has up to 2,000. That one has, it says 1,600, but it doesn't have it doesn't specify like in setting 2 it has this to this, or in setting 1 it has this to this. It just says 0 to 1,600 on DeWalt's website. But like I said, it's only 2.6 pounds. I'm not sure how much this one weighs. It did not specify. It'll be a little close. It might be a little or close to 3 pounds, but 2.6 pounds is not heavy at all. So that'll be really nice for the homeowner, you know, just, or even, you know, on the job site, you know, you have it in your tool belt. It's not that heavy, and you'll be able to do most of what you need to do on a job site. The reason people buy a hammer drill, especially this one, is to get through some really tough stuff and concrete and all that stuff. As far, I mean, like, you know, hanging doors, you know, shelves, I mean, just cabinets, just anything that you're going to need, you know, this will be able to do it. And, you know, a lot of people have impacts. We'll do a video on this impact driver next, so definitely stay tuned for that. I love this thing. But anyway, I mean, you have, here, I'll show you, you know, you can have, DeWalt sells these things. All it is, you know, this part goes in the drill. There you go, focus right there. And then this part will hold any kind of drill bit, like a apex bit is what it's called, or hex bit. And so, you know, you ratchet that down, that goes in there like that. Then you take whatever bit you want. Let's do a Phillips, number two Phillips, and it's just magnetic right there. And then that goes in, and you'll be able to do number 2 Phillips screws with the drill. And then, you know, you need to drill. You know, you take your drill bit, whatever. You're ready to drill. I mean, that's obvious, you know, you'll be able to drill with the drill, but I mean, then you know, take a screw and go screw. I mean, you don't, this is a one-stop shop. You won't be able to find a better quality, price point, anything like that with anybody else. Sorry, I have to put my tools back exactly where I found them, otherwise I won't be able to find them later. Anyway, I mean, this will do anything that you need to do, especially homeowners / DIYers around the house. This DeWalt drill is awesome, brushed or brushless. That's totally up to you. I think they're about the same price. So I mean, you can't really. Let's look it up. Let's look up the price for. Let's see, the brushless at Lowe's right now. Oh my God, yeah, $159. So $160. That's what you pay for the hammer drill, but tool only, no batteries included. $160 for that brushless, and then for the brushed tool on Amazon. Let's see. Sorry, guys. Oh, wow. Okay, so on Amazon, this is actually a little bit more expensive for some reason. It's $179 for this one. It's the brush. So you're probably better off going with the brushless. I mean, I don't know why you wouldn't buy a brushless. I mean, if it's cheaper and you get better runtime, all that stuff. I will say that the brushed has better specs as far as RPMs, so that might be why it's a little bit more expensive. Maximum power, let's see. Okay, so the brushless has 340 unit watts out, and then the brushed has 350. So you do get more power with the brushed tool from DeWalt. Now, obviously, they have different lines of brushless tools. So if you're willing to, you know, go to, Lowe's or something and test them out. I definitely recommend to go to Lowe's and test some stuff out. See what feels good in your hands, what you think is best. But I mean, as far as the two that we're comparing today, the compact brushless and the brushed compact, the brushed actually gives you a little bit more power. Not by much, but you do have more RPMs and unit watts out. So there is that. So that's actually why it's going to be more expensive. I would have thought otherwise. Wow. So the more you know. But yeah, so that pretty much wraps everything up. I mean, like I said, this drill, I can't speak highly enough of it, especially for homeowners. This was the first drill that my brother and I ever bought my dad for a present. And I think we got it on sale for Father's Day. They were running a Father's Day sale on Amazon, I think for $100. We ordered one. And I mean, it's still running. I mean, his is older than mine, and his is the old model. But I mean, it's still running. The same two batteries that we bought them are still running, still charging, and it still delivers the same amount of power as it did the day we bought it. So I mean, and he uses it more than most people, I would think, around the house. I use a lot of tools all the time, but I mean, you're not really going to be doing a whole lot as a homeowner, and maybe you are, but even from a handyman standpoint, where I use my tools every day, I still would recommend this to even handyman people. I mean, you don't have to have the DeWalt XR series for that kind of stuff. So I mean, this tool has lasted me, or it has done me well. It's lasted me a while. So I definitely recommend it to anybody that's looking to just even get one drill just so they can have it around the house. I mean, for $150 or so, I mean, you can't really get a better deal. I mean, 2 batteries, a charger, and a drill, and a carrying case, so you can take it to grandma's house and fix whatever she wants, or your parents' house. So I mean, just anybody that's looking to buy a decent quality drill that's going to last them forever, definitely check out the DeWalt. On here, the up-to-date model is the DCD780C2. That's the brushed, and then the compact brushless is going to be the DCD770C2. I'll put those links in the description for Amazon, and as well as anything else. Like I said, I use DeWalt drill bits. I'll put drill bits in there, and batteries and chargers, anything that you guys might need. This is your one-stop shop for anything that you need. So please go check those out. You won't go wrong. You're not going to regret buying it. You'll have it for the rest of your life, and you'll be thinking to yourself in the future when you have your drill sitting here for a month and you're like, oh, I need to do something, and your batteries are still charged. You're going to love it. So yeah, that concludes our video today. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and leave down in the comments below for anything else that you'd like to see. Like I said, I have a ton of tools to do reviews on, and I'm definitely going to eventually get to all of them. But if there's something you guys want to see, definitely let me know down in the comments. I'll leave the links in the description below, for the brushed and the brushless model, and as well as some chargers, drill bits, all that fun stuff. Anything that you need to get started as a DIYer. But yeah, thanks for joining in today. Look forward to seeing you guys next time. Next time we're going to be doing the impact drill, so definitely stay tuned to that. I love that thing almost as much as I love my hammer drill and all my other stuff. So thanks again, guys, for joining, and we'll see you next time.